Hello. So I thought we'd do like a little chat / mental health catch up. I just came back from the ocean and attempting surfing. Attempting because I'm not that good, but I just give it a go anyway. And then I went to Red Hill Bakery and got the best vegan pie. It was like lentil and mushroom. Oh my god, if I come here again, I'm gonna get that. But anyway, little update. I got some tattoos and I got a second rabbit called Rocky. Here's a photo of Rocky. And I got a puppy called Benji. Here's a photo of Benji. If you guys want to keep like updated in my life, follow my Instagram, because I post there more often than I do YouTube. But I'm gonna be more on YouTube because I feel like so many people are like coming in on my YouTube page and it's like a really awesome community. So I'm loving it. But so I'm gonna do a little mental health catch up with you guys about what's been happening over the last few weeks, with a few little snippets here and there about that. So yeah, get into the video. That lasted like 5 seconds. I've been adjusting my medication for a while now, and now I'm on 400 fluoxamine, which is antidepressants. I've got off the antipsychotics, which were making me put on weight, and also making me really irritable and shaky and not good. And then instead I've increased my mood stabilizers to 200, one in the day, one in the morning, one in the night. And that's a pretty good combo. Like, I feel like I'm happy with the combo. It's working. It's a lot, but you know, just trust the professionals for now until something bad happens. And then, yeah, so I've stopped self-harming. It's been like 2 months, haven't done it. During that time where you guys saw me last, I actually tried to commit suicide. So, shit, I haven't made a vlog since that, really. So yeah, I ended up in hospital. I drank 3 bottles of wine, a whole thing of spirits, and downed like 2 packets of 500 Panadols. And I was found on the beach by my boyfriend and his friend. And like, I transferred all my money to Charlie. I was like, you can have all this. I don't need it anymore. And I was like sending goodbye messages. Like, obviously I didn't want to die if I'm doing that, but I think I also did. It was like a cry for help mixed with I want to die. And then I ended up in emergency, and it was a fucked up night. Like, I was off my face, severe BPD episode. Like, I was banging my head against the wall. I was screaming. I was uncontrollable. I was completely up and down with my moods, like disassociative, like angry, then sad, then like all the emotions that you can think of. I was experiencing them. And then when I got out, they said not to take me to the public ward, because apparently it will make me worse and I'll get ideas, and I'll get more scared and I'll probably end up more suicidal. So they said get private health insurance, put her on the wait list to go to the Melbourne Clinic, which is a private mental health hospital. So during that time, I had to wait like 2 months to get the private insurance to kick in so I could go to the program, which is DBT, dialectical behavioural therapy, which is designed for people with borderline personality disorder, depression, anxiety, and all that, mixed with cognitive behavioural therapy. So during that time, Charlie was actually like legally my carer, and he was getting paid by the government to care for me. And I pretty much went into house arrest. He took my ID away from me because I was having serious alcohol issues. I would get up, drink as much as I could to like avoid the world, and then just sit on the couch all day feeling really depressed, and then drink more. And I was obsessed with drinking. I was addicted to drinking. I had an addiction. So he took my ID from me, and he also took my car keys, and he got rid of all the alcohol in the house. He also got rid of any knives, and I wasn't able to access any knives because I was severely self-harming at that time. Really easy to just like fall into that trap and being like, okay, well, I've got all these uncontrollable feelings. I need to take it out, and I need to stop them through blacking out, or I need to stop them through hurting in some way, that's like different to the hurt that you've got in your head. So it like redirects the pain. So I was doing that, and I was just in a really, really, really shit place. Like, I'm talking rock bottom. There was one day where I also snuck out because Charlie was gaming, and I knew that I could. And I snuck out, grabbed my keys, grabbed my ID because I knew where he was hiding it, ran to the liquor store, ran to the chemist, got 2 packets of Panadol, strolled around the beach, drinking alcohol while taking Panadol and prescription medication. And Charlie found me, I think he had a tracker on his phone to see where I was, and he was so angry. He's like, why would you do this? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm not myself. Like, I'm literally not myself. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I don't know. I just don't want to be here. And that's kind of thoughts that I was thinking, and there's really dark thinking patterns. I was very, very vulnerable and very, very impulsive. Like, I burnt my pants. Like, during this like dissociative episode, I was just so impulsive that I just got a lighter and I lit my pants on fire. Like, and like I had like burns on my leg because Charlie came in and he's like, what the fuck? And he like grabbed the curtain and tried to put out the fire on my leg, and it burned the curtain. So sometimes people come over and they're like, why is this curtain burnt? And I'll just be like, oh yeah, it was an accident. I was lighting a candle. It was definitely the candle. It was, yeah, I'm not depressed. I didn't try to commit suicide. I did. Anyway, I have really crude jokes. So yeah, that happened. He took my prescription medication away, and he was acting as if it was a clinic. Like, I'd have to wake up, he gives me my meds, he hides them, and he took hiding to the next level. I didn't know where anything was, but sometimes I knew, but I like really tried to hold myself back and wait and put it in my hands. Like, I want to get better. I want to get better. Even if I didn't feel it, I just kept saying it until hopefully I felt it. And then I got off the wait list and I got into the program, which is the first stage of the program, which is EMP, Emotional Management Program. And I was there for a month. Yeah, I was in a psych hospital. It was probably one of the best experiences I've ever had. It really helped me. Oh God, don't get emotional. It really helped me. Yeah, it just did. It helped me in so many ways. It helped me feel validated in my condition. Like, I met people that have understood me and have understood my thoughts and how my brain works, and make me feel like a whole less crazy, like a lot less alone. So I made a good friend from that, who also has BPD, and she's just amazing. She lives in Tassie. And then I also had the best psychologist in there that I've ever had, and she just helped me like fully come to terms with the fact that I've been hurt. Like, Ash, you've been abused, you've had family violence happen to you, you've had shit things happen to you, and it's understandable that you act this kind of way and that you are suffering, and there is healing possible for you. And just like hearing a professional say that to me was just the most amazing experience I could ever have. Like, I felt validated, especially like, she's like, I told her what happened at home, and I told her about my dad and my mum, and she was just like, you've been a victim of domestic violence and you've also had abandonment, so no wonder why you are experiencing what you're experiencing. You're just trying to cope. And oh my God, when she said that, I was like, fuck, you are amazing. Thank you so much. Like, I feel seen, I feel heard, I feel validated, I feel like everything I've experienced is real and not just in my head. Like, I've been shut down, and mum would always be like, it's all in your head. Like, I never said that. And my dad would be like, you're over exaggerating. I would never do that. Like, oh, like, shut up. Like, you don't know what you're talking about, or that never happened. And deny all of my experiences and my feelings and my emotions. And it was really hard. But yeah, so that was the amazing part of it. Also, I kind of grew a family. Like, there was so many different people in there. It's just so beautiful to form new connections. Except there was a fucked up thing that happened. These two girls I made friends with, and you're not meant to exchange numbers, but we did because one of them was leaving, and I kind of felt pressured to, because she's like, what's your number? And I'm like, I don't just want to say like, nah, like, you can't have it, sorry. Like, I felt pretty awkward doing that, so I didn't do that. Probably should have. But anyway, she started this group chat with me and another girl, and she got moved from EMP to the eating disorder program. And she was very unstable. Like, she might have gone to the public system. They were saying you should go to ICU, you should go to the public system, but she's like, no, I'll just go to the eating disorder ward. So they took her there, and then she was like texting us, and she was having a really rough time, and she said that she sent us heaps of messages kind of insinuating that she's really struggling. And then she said that she fired her psychiatrist and told her psychiatrist that she had a step-by-step suicide plan and he didn't care. And I'm like, look, me and the other girl are trying to heal ourselves. We don't know what to say. We don't want anything to happen to her. We don't want her to commit suicide. We want her to be healthy. We want her to get better. So instead of replying, we told the nurses that she's suicidal and that she has this step-by-step plan, and they asked them if they could do something about it, and obviously do it in a discreet way. Anyway, she found out it was us that told the nurses, and she fucking switched. Oh my God, she started threatening me, and the other girl, she started saying that I'm going to destroy your lives. I'm going to call the cops on you. You made me want to commit suicide. You made me suicidal. You gave me thoughts in my brain about what I should do to commit suicide. You've done this to me. You've destroyed my life. You destroyed my family. I'm now going to the public health system, and I'm going to get raped, and I'm going to get murdered because of you. And she would say things like, I know where you live, like all these crazy shit. Like, I'm going to call up your job, and I'm going to make sure that they know that you're unfit and you're mentally unstable and you can't work. It was just fucked up. And I was like so stressed out, because like, for me, my safety, if someone is like, I get serious anxiety and serious paranoia about people coming to get me and hurt me because of my past. Like, my dad would just rock up and he would like start threatening mum and I, and just like be super aggressive and like hurt us. And I'd be like, fuck, my safety is important. Like, I would just hide in my room sometimes when mum was out of control and like I didn't know what to do. So like, I would hide in my room when the house smells like drugs. Like, my safety is so important, and when someone's threatening me, I can't. Like, I actually can't. I was so freaked out for like 2 weeks. But nothing eventuated. She did find me on social media and commented on like everything, and I had to like block her and just like report her for harassment. But yeah, so that happened. But other than that, it was a good experience. And then when I got out, I just kind of dived back into life. And to be honest, I had too much on my plate. I kind of spiraled again into that negative way of thinking, and not treating myself and not kind of taking the time to like remember what I've learned and use what I've learned into the real world. I just kind of like got back into the real world and just kind of forgot everything I learned. I had to like recognize that, and this was only like a few days ago. I had to be like, Ash, like you have to fucking take control and take accountability for yourself. Like no one is going to do it for you. You can't just be your worst enemy and not root for yourself. You need to take that time. You need to ground yourself. You need to put yourself first, and you need to not apologize for it. So I threw out all my alcohol. I gave my medication to Charlie. I said, that's something that I would really love you to help me with. Like, maybe if you just watch me. I just said, just watch me take it. And I started being like, okay, I'm going to do these things, and have a holistic healing journey. Keep taking my meds, keep seeing my psychologist, taking up surfing again. I'm journaling. I'm stripping back my life, stripping back my thoughts, pulling myself back in the current moment and remembering everything I've learned. And started eating well, started exercising again, getting back into my favorite exercises, not because I want to look a certain way, but because I want to feel energized, and I want to feel motivated, and I want to feel life. I want to feel life, you know what I mean? Started like socializing more, but in like a sober way, appreciating the things I do have, hanging out with Benji and my animals, and really like taking in those moments, not being in a different world while I'm there, like really being present. And yeah, I've just started like not looking too forward in the future and just being like, what makes me the most happy right now? I need to hold on to that, and I need to breathe through the rest. And then I've been reading this book called The Untethered Soul, and it's been so amazing. And I decided not to do uni for this year, and just to do the yoga teaching course. And like, even if I don't make money, I'll live off my savings and just follow what makes me happy, because last year it was all focused on healing my mental health, and I was in such a dark place. And then this year all I want to do is just focus on my happiness, focus on me, do things I love, even if that means like I don't have any money and I'm broke. Fuck it, like fuck it. 25, it doesn't fucking matter. I just want to fucking live life, because especially once you've tried to commit suicide a few times, you realize that life is just life, and like you can take it away from yourself, the world can take it away from yourself, nothing fucking matters but living it in the way that you want to, and in a way that makes you happy, no matter what else. Like at the end of the day, it's easy to take away, it's easy to waste, and I don't want to waste it any longer. Not waste it, but I want to grow. Like I want to go forward. I want to implement positivity and try my best to heal instead of getting sucked into the darkness again. Just moving towards light and moving towards healing as much as I can. So yeah, that's kind of like a little update of where I've been, and now I would say that I'm actually happy. Yeah. I'm in a good place right now. I'm in a good place, and I hope to stay that way. Yeah, I'm in a good place. I'm happy. I feel really motivated with my social media. Just keeping going with that, and even if it doesn't make any money, like fuck it, who cares? I've got savings, which is awesome. I'm very lucky to have savings. It's not like a huge amount, but it's like a decent amount to like secure me for a year, to pay for my rent, to allow me to go surfing. Well, surfing's free, but like allow me to like pay for the petrol to go surfing, which is awesome, and eat some meals, and you know, all that kind of stuff. Like obviously not like go out heaps for meals and go out heaps for brunches and lunches and pay for Avo Smash, but it allows me to like, you know, do a grocery shop per week and have some like good meals in there. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm actually happy. I'm proud of myself.